All right, one other thing we're going to go over, back to the fish bones, is we're going to go over a CBC. In a typical CBC, you have your white blood cell count, your red blood cell count, your hemoglobin, your platelet, and your hematocrit. So, back to our patient over here. They have a white blood cell count of 8.7, a red blood cell count 5.33, and just to go over those real quick, white blood cell count normal ranges for this lab are 3.4 to 10.8, and as I said before, they can range a little bit. So 8.7 is right in the middle there, no issues. Really anything over 10.5, we really start paying attention. Why do they have that white blood cell increase? Did they just go through a trauma? Did they have an infection? What's going on? 5.33, that's normal red blood cell count. The range for this lab is 5.14 through 5.80. Increase in red blood cells, we want to know why. Why do they have that? They have polycythemia or anything along those lines. Then up here we have our hemoglobin. Oops, I'm sorry. And for this patient, the hemoglobin is 15.8. Hemoglobin is the amount of red blood cells in the bloodstream. Then over here we have our platelets. For this patient, it is 259. And if you guys remember, we have talked about this before, but hemoglobin, the normal ranges for this lab is 12.6 to 17.7. And you will see a slight shift. Women are expected to have a lower hemoglobin and hematocrit than males, and your reference intervals should adjust accordingly. For platelets, the normal ranges for this lab are 150 to 379, so 259 fits in perfectly. Hematocrit for this patient is 46.3. Excuse me. And again, hematocrit is the percentage of red blood cells in the bloodstream. And the reason we have it written in this format is because the hemoglobin and hematocrit, they go together. The white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets all go together. They correspond because that's what your configuration is in your bloodstream. This is the measurements for those red blood cells. And that's why it's labeled that way, or that's why it's in that layout. If we were to look at a lab sheet, what we would have is right there. You can see CBC diff. You can see the results. You can see units, the intervals, and the normal ranges. So, all right, I hope that was beneficial. Thanks, guys.